Welcome to TFS, the Flying Shirt. Holy shit. How a motorcycle can be this perfect to be driven at any place, in any situation, or at any time. Like on roads, it is so sticky, tall, and comfortable to ride. I mean, it's like riding a huge tall horse. And similarly, once you take this to the off road, it will yet sustain the character for so long. I mean, this can be a serious piece of machinery that can always stand so proudly in your garage, waiting just for you to just take it, no matter where, why, or how. But it can surely make life a ride.
Hello people. Now, in this very episode of TFS, we are going to talk about this motorcycle, the BMW G 310 GS.
Now honestly, the adventure segment wasn't the thing that I have discovered well before working with Motra. But then it all began with her. And together we did so many things. We drove for thousands of kilometers, we went to off-roading together, we went to the places where there was no expectations to reach. I mean, it always turned and said to me that it's okay, don't worry, we will reach there.
Now let's stop getting emotional and start talking about the numbers. So, shall we? So starting from the engine, it shares the same 313cc motor and gearbox that is used in 310R and RR, which has sufficient power delivery, but due to its design, its weight and rolling resistance, you will notice a bit of a power drop. Then the slipper clutch on this motorcycle is something that will add more safety and convenience to use. The weight distribution is again impressive on this motorcycle, but the 220mm ground clearance and 180mm suspension travel in both front and rear is something that will add more and more smile on your face.
Then you get this long wheelbase and USD forks in the front, which adds a rock-steady grip. Also, the rear fat tire has already more amount of contact patch. That adds more confidence. And then you also get this dual channel ABS with almost sufficient braking power. Also, the riding posture and the ideal speed drive limiter makes it again more comfortable.
And the instrument cluster does solve the purpose. And the way it has its road presence, it always reminds you and others that this is something different and purposeful. However, to increase the practicality, BMW will provide the adjustable brake and clutch lever, a comfortable seat with air pocket, 7-step preload adjustment in rear suspension, a huge, strong luggage carrier, 2 different adjustments of grips on your foot pegs, and also you can slightly adjust the angle of your headlight for better and clear vision.
And this is not like the other motorcycles in the segment. I mean, there is no straightforward comparison of having such a purposeful and practical motorcycle. Now come on, stop thinking about the Adventure 390. I mean, it's a whole different thing, and we'll talk later on it. But hey, how did you thought that I won't be having any complaint about it? Now I told you earlier that this motorcycle has pretty good amount of braking and suspension travel. But combining these two means it will have a lot of pitching Especially at the time of panic braking, this motorcycle will literally dive in. And due to the longer wheelbase and transferring of the masses into the front, it will increase the braking distance of the motorcycle.
Then there are the handlebar, which needs a bar riser to perform better in off-road conditions, and it will be also very much helpful on your longer journeys. Then the bigger foot pegs and tank grips are recommended to get that extra grip, and also certain level of extra guards are necessary to enhance the safety. And yes, if you travel in the night, then the fog lamps will be very much helpful for you. Also, after few kilometers, you might start hearing the noise of fairings, and the vibration of the engine and pulsation of applying ABS brakes are sufficient to distract you occasionally. However, the experience with this motorcycle was not limited, as the front suspension on this motorcycle literally needs an upgradation, where I want to recommend you BMW to install a compression and rebound adjustment system, as sometimes the front suspension literally feels and reacts over the way that it should have been, and that was another reason that took me to the ICU bed. But hey, that's another different story, right?
But the conclusion is that if you want to buy something near 300cc segment, which can take you at anywhere, unless and until you don't plan for a much more bigger adventure bike, or the very end of the segment, the R1250 GS or GSA, then yes, this is the option to go with. But just don't forget what I said before. And until we meet next time, this is TFS signing off. Peace. Love, love.